Hey, Abby. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to be working on this page. I know I was here. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here. I made it. Barely, but she made it. Stacy, thank you so much for the heartbeat and welcome to the Hot Mess Express fan club. We're going to be doing this page. I'm so excited, and we have some exciting things to talk about tonight. Hey, Flawless. We're going to get started on this page, and then once we get like everybody kind of in and going, we'll talk about the challenge winner for July and the new challenges for August. Oh, yay. I'm so excited for you. Hey, Franny B. Flawless. Oh, hold on. I didn't turn my light off. Thank you so much for the Sunday bowl. Let me get you a sticker. Hey, that's okay. One thing at a time. I use a little rickety rack phone stand for the long, like a little, literally, it's around, I don't even know, where did I put it? Well, hell. I don't know where it's at, but it took time. Got to start off small. Thank you, Franny, for the heart me. Okay, we got this for the Sunday bowl. Yeah. Smile. Okay, wait a minute. I done forgot. Hey, who sent the Sunday bowl? Someone sent a Sunday bowl and it disappeared. Who did it? Oh, Flawless. Okay, it was Flawless. I see it. Kinda. I'm gonna be doing. Let me write this down before I forget. Thank you, Flawless. I done got sidetracked. This is what's on our schedule tonight. It's the end of the month, so we're going to talk about, if you're in my Discord, we have a monthly challenge where you submit challenge pictures, and I have a random draw, and we have the winner for that, so I'm going to announce that, and then I'm also going to announce our August challenges, and we're going to color this page. I will talk about it as I go along, and if you have the book you want to color along, you can. I'll tell you what I'm using and answer any questions you have. Hey, Crystal. Hey. And thank y'all so much for the heart me's. Thank you. I don't have my colors picked out for this page, but I do know I want to do another kind of glowy page where we've got a really dark background, kind of dark sand, and the seaweed is glowing, like fluorescent kind of, if that makes sense. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be really, really cute. Thank you, Crystal, for the heart me. I did. It's in stock. I don't know how long it's going to be in stock for. They don't stay in stock long, but it's here on TikTok shop by Covered by Colors. That is where you get it from. And then this is, if you've been following me, you may know, but these are some of the pages that I've colored in here so far. That one and this one. Little mama watching for 100 minutes. So I'm excited. Yeah, she has a mini book as well. So y'all go get it before it sells out because she just restocked. And I don't know if she'll restock again. Okay. Let us get started. Don't let me forget. I do want to announce all the information from this week, but I want to wait until everyone kind of gets going. So let's pick out some colors here. And sorry I missed yesterday. It was a mess. Jen, thank you for the heart me. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express fan club. Did I make... No, I got this off Etsy. They have a made on Etsy. Someone had it on Etsy. Okay. I know I want the background to be really dark. So... Like, I want, like, they're deep down in the sea, and, toot toot! They're deep, like, at the bottom, deep, dark in the sea, and the seaweed is glowing there, and this, like, fluorescent greens and teals. Hey, Stephanie! It was good, Crystal. It was good, and actually, it was so good. I just had... let me pick some colors, and then I'll tell you about what happened yesterday, because it was a hot mess. Jen, thank you for the Sunday bowl. Let me get you a sticker. All right, we're going with the bird theme. It seems like we have this little ostrich. I'm doing well. Thank you, Jen. Okay. I'm trying to decide, do I want to go with these, like this? Oh, this is tough. Because I got to think about the sand, too. I think I'm going to go with this line because it's got a little bit of that purple, and I want it to look nice against the like green and teal seaweed. So let's pull out some of these. Vintage navy. The cobalt, lapis. Okay. Okay. I can't make up my mind. All right. Thank you. I'm scared to say it anymore because TikTok might restrict me around here. I've been being on my best behavior lately. So we're gonna kind of do it like we had done the jellyfish, where we're gonna do our background and leave just a little space by the seaweed, because that's where we're gonna come and kind of add a little bit of glow there. So this is what happened yesterday. Usually, sorry, my son messaged me. Oh my gosh. I want to do some greens and teals, yes. And so what I'm using for the background right now is Vintage Navy BV514. Okay, usually I go live. Yes, I was going to go live yesterday and announce and do all my things, but it was open house for my son, and I get to the school all the way. Oh, it was such a long story. I already like had to leave after I got off my job, which is in a whole nother county, pick him up, go to his school, and then come to find out, y'all, he wasn't even registered. I did the registration. I even had a confirmation, but he wasn't in the system. It didn't stick or whatever. So all of that was for naught. And they were like, go home, re-register him, and then call us tomorrow, which is today. And so I did that. I went home, re-registered him. Y'all, he even was assigned a bus number, okay? yeah, through the registration. That's why I was like, what in the world? Well, then I still don't know what the status is because I went home, re-registered him, called today, got somebody else who I didn't even talk to yesterday, had to explain the whole situation. And she was like, well, I'm going to have to ask the registrar lady when we just got back from meetings, and then I'll call you back. She never called me back. And I called again like later in the day to get an update and no answers. And school's supposed to start Monday, so I guess he's not starting Monday. And I'm really frustrated. I'm really frustrated. And that's why I had to miss last night, because I had to come home, like rush home last night and register him, which ended up being fine because that allowed me to watch workbooks last night, which was really cool that they like shouted me out and all that. It made my night because I came home in such a grouchy mood that like all that happened with the school. So seeing Kristen talking about my page and doing my page like made me feel 1,000% better. And I just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. This one is Vintage Navy BV514. It's the Hohuhu Honolulu B. Oh, thank you, Christy. Oh, thanks, Jen. Y'all are so sweet. Look, I've been watching looks for oh man, probably since January, which I know is some of y'all been there a whole lot longer than me, but I didn't even come to Color Talk till last fall, so I'm kind of new to Color Talk and stuff. But anyways, so I just really love them, and I'm there like every day. We joke about being up in there like it's our job, and so it was just such an honor, and my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it, and it was so cool. I was just really inspired by that book to do that. I like history. I taught history for a little while. So when I saw the states book, I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so cool to do a little like facts thing, and it really, oh yeah. He's supposed to start Monday. Monday is the first day of school, but if they weren't registered by the 29th, they claimed that they won't be able to start. Well, there's kind of like a long story. I used to work in the school district that he's at, so I know the people there. And the way she talked, it was almost like, look, if you go home and register him and then get back with us, we'll try and like get him in because, obviously you had him registered. There's receipts. Well, when you don't call me back and get back with me now, I'm like, what am I supposed to just send him on the bus Monday? Which I'm not going to, but so he's supposed to start Monday, but he won't be starting Monday, I guess. Part of me wants to be a turd. He's middle school, and part of me wants to be a turd and just be like, just get on the bus and they can figure it out. But I'm a teacher, so I'm not trying to cause them problems. But and he's got dyslexia, so he already struggles. Like the baby don't need to be missing school now. Okay, he don't need to be behind starting out the gate. And he's already nervous because I pulled him out of public school 2 years ago, and he went to private. It's an independent school, which is where I work, because we both left public school. We both was fed up with the public school, and this right here is like, see. Anyway, so he's already nervous about going back to public school, and it's middle school now, so it's, even though it's the same district he's coming from, it's a new school. And then now he's going to miss the first day. Like, it's just, I'm like, is God sending me a sign? Is God sending me a sign? Like, it ain't happening today. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. I'm trying to pay attention to this, and I'll get caught up on your comments. Give me 1 second. Oh, Chrissy said, I've been there about a year and she never shouted. Oh, well, oh, the only reason, sorry, y'all, I have ADHD. I'm a hot mess. I get all over the place. The reason I was about how long I had been there was, um, as long as I've been there, the whole community has always been so loving and so kind and just amazing. So it was so sweet how when, not only is she shouting me out, but everyone is just showing me so much love. And it was just a really great ending to the day yesterday. That's where I was going with all that. And then I got sidetracked. Oh, Jen said I started watching them last July, about 30 days into my sobriety journey, and it's helped so much. That is so amazing, Jen. I love that for you. Congratulations on that, on your sobriety. Yeah, little mama, I'm planning on calling them again Monday. I mean, honestly, like, it's not like it's that big of a deal. Like, I'm not like irate, or I'm not gonna call and be like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," but it's just been a week, and that's why I just missed yesterday, because by that point, and it was my first, like, at my school, like, his district doesn't start school until Monday, but my school district, we started yesterday. So I'd already had like my first day with kids. I was already tired. Then all that happened with open house. I was done. My academy for homeschooling. Yeah. See, he has such bad anxiety, he has dyslexia. And so when I moved out of public school, I just took him with me and he did really well. The problem is the independent school we go to, he's aged out of now. So we're having to go back to, which, I mean, I guess we probably could find a different school, but some of his friends are back at this school, so he wants to try it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. And now I'm like, ugh, is this a bad omen? Okay, when I get this background done, guys, I know if you're in my Discord, I know y'all here waiting for information. If you're not in our Discord and you want to join, you can message me or a mod. Franny B is our Discord girly. If you're able to get yourself pinned, I know mods have been having TikTok issues with pinning, so anyways, we have a monthly coloring challenges where our super fans pick challenges. They vote on challenges for the month, and then you submit those coloring page challenges. And I'm trying to decide, do I want this starfish to be glowing? No. And so I have a winner. We're going to talk about the winner is drawn. And then I also have the new challenges for August. The only thing I don't have in, I apologize, I'll post it in the Discord later or tomorrow, is I don't have the prizes picked out for August yet. I'm behind this week. The first week back to school, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just not on top of it. And I'm failing, y'all. I'm sorry. But as soon as I finish getting this background layer done, I will announce all of that. And I know this water is going to look rickety, but trust the process. I did the same technique with the jellyfish, so it works. It works. Jen asked, oh, what grade do you teach? Hey, Nook, how are you? Thank you, Christy. Right now, I actually am a dyslexia therapist. When my son got diagnosed with dyslexia, our state, actually, they just this past year, is requiring public schools to have a dyslexia therapist in every district. But before that, our public schools did not recognize dyslexia as a learning disability that required services in public school. So I wanted to do therapy for him. And so I became a dyslexia therapist. And so I do dyslexia therapy. And that's why I pulled him out of public school, because the school that I worked at, I do dyslexia therapy at. So I put him there so he could get dyslexia therapy with me. And that's what I do. That's what I do. Priorities. Yes, Autumn. Mine has ADHD and dyslexia. Yep. And that's what caused a lot of his anxiety. Because he actually got a late diagnosis because he was in kindergarten when COVID hit. So when he was struggling in first grade and second grade, I just chalked it up to him missing so much school during COVID for his kindergarten year. Well, as his friends started progressing, and then he was at the school I was at, so I was able to handpick his teachers. I'm he's had the best teachers. He has a teacher mom who worked with him at home. His peers are starting to pass him up. So there's got to be more going on. And so he didn't get diagnosed till fourth grade year, that summer after his fourth grade year. So he had dealt with this for a very long time. And once he got the diagnosis and the understanding of oh, okay, this is what's going on, and we got therapy, he's working through that. He's been doing much better, especially anxiety wise. Yep. Oh, Christy, yes. Look, me and my husband have talked about homeschooling so much, but I'm just not ready to be at home. I feel like if I could start over from the beginning, I probably would. But at this point, and where I'm at right now with work, I'm in a contract and everything, but we have thought about that. Okay, let me switch rails real quick and let my Discord peeps know the winner and all that. So, the July challenges were create a page that was all pastel, create a page that was rainbow themed, and then the last one was, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, Franny, what was it? Pastel, rainbow. Oh my Lord, and I've done it too. Red, white, and blue. That's right, 4th of July. Hey Ray, yes, if you'll message Franny B, we can get you in the Discord. Autumn, thank you so much for the follow. And the way my challenges work is my super fans pick them. They put out suggestions. I pick 5, and then they vote on 3. And then you can submit there's 3, but you can submit as many as you want. So if you want to do 4 red, white, and blue pages, you can submit 4. If you want to do all 3 and then, a few extra of the pastel, okay, you can do that. So you can submit as many as you want, as long as they fit the theme. So we actually had, Franny was our top submitter. She had 18 pages. So way to go. We actually had 72 total entries. I'm so proud of y'all. And then the winner gets look, here I am. I told you we love Wooks around here. The Wooks bag from the Sunset to Sea box, and this palette. Okay. And the winner was, I don't think she's in here, but I drew earlier today I use a Schmiel. Okay. As, Lakeisha says. It was Amy Colors. Whoop, whoop. So if y'all see Amy, let her know. I'm gonna reach out to her I don't know if she's in here or not, but she is our winner for the month. And Nikki, thank you for the follow. Sylvie, it is fun. And so I'm gonna try and pull it up real quick. Oh, there she is. Yay, Amy. I didn't know if you were in here or not, girl. Congratulations. I'm so excited. If you'll just send me a message to verify your address, I will get that sent out to you. Maybe tomorrow, because I have some running around to do. So if I can get it dropped off tomorrow, I will, because it's ready to go. I just got to print your label. But if not tomorrow, then Monday. All right, the super fans voted, and the 3 winners for August, and it's going to start tomorrow, or I guess technically tonight at 12:01, is Summerween, dots, and film strips. So let me explain what that means. Summerween can either be a Halloween page, so you can pull out your Halloween book and just color a Halloween page, or you can take a regular page and you can either draw and like customize it to be Halloween, or you can use a Halloween palette. So as long as I can tell, it's like Halloween themed, you know, the oranges, purples, yellows, blacks, or you know, just, you know, and I'm pretty lenient on, you know, unless you just do something really off the wall that has no connection at all, I'm going to count it. So anything that kind of is Halloween, either palette, theme, or page. And I'm just calling it Summerween because it's not Halloween yet. Obviously, it's still summer, so Summerween. The next one is film strip. So film strip is where you like color your page normal, but you have like a section that looks like a film strip. And I will post some examples that I found on TikTok in our Discord. And the last one is dots. So I'm so excited because y'all know I'm a dot girly. And I did not get the person. I'll have to go back and find it because I screenshotted this, but then I cropped out the daggum name. So I don't know who it is to shout them out right now. But basically you flat color, like you just lay your base color and your shadows, and then you take, it looks like they did acrylic, which is what I'm going to try and do. I think acrylic is going to be your best bet, but if you don't have acrylic, just do whatever you have, right? Like color pencil or alcohol marker, but then you go over and you add like a lighter shade of dots. And so, however, I always say use your creative freedom. Whatever this looks like to you and your creative self, that's how it is. But I'm so excited. I think I'm going to do one of this one first. But Franny, did that answer your question, or did you have a separate question? That is going to run from the August 1st to the 31st, and it lines up perfectly because the 1st of September is on Tuesday. So on the Tuesday Night Live, I'll announce all the winners and stuff. Megan Miller in the house. Yes, I can't wait for all the Halloween pages. Okay, so yes, it answered your question, or yes, you have one about books to use. I'm so sorry. Matt, you gotta mansplain to me, girl. Megan, thank you for the moo-moos. And then I apologize. My plan was right before I got on live, I was going to dig through my stash and figure out what I wanted for prizes, but I took too long of a nap. Y'all. So if you want to be in our Discord, anyone could participate, but when it comes to the giveaway, I'm in the US, so I can only send out prizes to people in the US and Canada. But anybody is welcome to submit pages. And you're welcome to be in our Discord. It's free to be in there if you just message me or a mod. Franny B, Megan Miller, any of them, they can get you the pathway. So, all right. Any other questions before we get back to this page? This is, we're working in, oh, you're right. Thank you, Amy. I'm going to get it. We're working in Mermaizing. They've just restocked. A lot of people were asking about this. It's by Covered by Colors here on TikTok. They just restocked, which they don't do a lot because a lot of times she'll post her stuff and when it sells out, it sells out. And then she only restocks to her super fans. It's like their vault, and the super fans are the only ones that can purchase from it. Well, so many of us love this book that she did restock. There are a few left. I don't know how long they're going to last, but if you want one, you better run. And or subscribers. Yeah, her subscribers. I'm sorry. Not super fans, subscribers. But I'll do a quick flip through. She even has a mini book that goes along with it. And I got one, and I may have gotten an extra maybe for a giveaway. I don't know. But it's a really cute book. So you better run over there and get it before it sells out. And you'll only be able to get it from being a subscriber. But this was my glow page. Maddie, hey, thank you for the heart me. Shay, thank you for the follow. Okay, so Franny said this weekend it'll be on her Webby, and that Sunday is National Coloring Book Day, so she's going to have a deal. Thank you, Fran. All right, this is our glow page we're going to be working on tonight. I'm just doing a finished quick flip through, and then we'll get back to coloring. She has a sticker of her frog with a drum set that Amber has, and I want it so bad. Maddie with the moo-moos. Thank you, girl. No, he's Grumpy Frog. He's Grumpy Frog. He's never happy. All right. This is the plan for this page. I wanted a dark background, like they're down here at the bottom of the ocean. It's very dark. We're going to make the seaweed glowy. Michelle, watching for 200 days. Thank you for the heart me. Oh, yes. I'm going to have to get one because I saw Amber with hers and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to have that sticker. I love frogs and I love Grumpy Frog. I have her little mini book. So we're going to do teals. Like we're going to do glowy teal and greens in the seaweed. So I wanted a really dark background, and actually don't hate me, but I think I'm going to go over that background again because I'm trying to see, is this sand or, because I kind of want it a little bit darker. I don't know. Let me just go over this one patch real quick and see how it turns out and see if I'm going to even like it. But if you have this book and you're, another thing I do in my Discord that's free to everybody, I do have certain perks that are available only to super fans. But if you're in the Discord, I do always post my palettes, especially for pages that everyone really likes. And then the back of this book, it comes with a page palette tracker. So that's cool too. So you can either find her here on TikTok Shop, or I just saw Franny. This is her website. Okay, yeah, I think I am going to go over it a second time. Sorry. Share Colors, thank you for the follow. And you know what? I feel like doing a giveaway tonight. Like, we haven't done one in a while. Someone better go get Amber because she's going to be sad if she misses out. Let me see what we got in our stash. Who wants to do a random giveaway real quick? Okay, we got two things. I'm gonna let y'all pick. Stacy says this girl. Oh no, sorry. No, one of my mods, like she's kind of my bestie. Her name is Amber too, and it's funny because we always joke that so you've got Kristen and Amber from Wooks, and then I'm Tristan, and so it's Tristan and Amber over here. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all do a poll. So I've got a mini Benny clip. Y'all know he's not available no more, but there's the clip and the sticker. So here he is. Okay. So we can do either a Benny clip, or we've got this book by Maribel Rinley. It's called Fuzzy Balls. It's kind of funny. I don't know. It's perfect either for you, or if you have a little boy that likes to color, or your hubby that likes to color. It's just kind of funny. They have like hair on them. So I'm going to let you vote. We'll do happy face for Benny, sad face for the balls. I think I gotta take you out of my holder to do this. Sorry. So I'll let y'all poll. Happy face for Benny, sad face for the balls. Franny said manifesting that. Happy face for Benny, sad face for the balls. Okay, it looks like Benny's gonna win. It looked like Benny gonna win. I just didn't know how many of you may have had Benny and maybe y'all didn't want him. I didn't know. And don't forget, if you are new here, you know, I've been doing my road trip series. At the end of that series, I'm going to be giving away a new Road Trip USA book too. So if you want one of those, stick around. We'll put little Benny here. Actually, we can't do Benny. It's a mermaid page. We got to do our mermaid clip. 1 second. Doreen, watching for 400 minutes. Okay, it looks like we're going to do Benny. All right, we're going to do a giveaway for mini Benny. Thank you, Looney Tooney, for the follow. Let me get this started and then... Okay, it is published. So if you don't see it up here, you might have to swipe out, swipe back in. Christine, thank you for the follow. All right, I'm going to go back over this real quick because I want it to be like just a hair darker than what it turned out to be. I don't like re-go over colors very often. But I really, really want this glow to pop. And I kind of moved through it really quickly because in the beginning I was talking and I probably wasn't focusing as best as I should have. So it was a little patchy too, which is what was really bothering me. Well, what is everybody up to tonight? Is anybody coloring? Sorry, guys. Bless it. That's from that nap I just took. So the trick to a good glow is to have a dark contrasting, well, it don't have to be contrasting, but a dark color near it. You should. Oh, 2.5 hours. Watching one of my color besties color. I know. I was having a hard time deciding tonight because I got the new Jade Summer Cozy Life. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to color that or this. And I finally went with this. And we'll do the color. Because, oh my gosh, y'all, there's a pumpkin page. Y'all know how I did that pumpkin patch? And I was like, ooh, I want a glitter pumpkin. And I didn't do it. Okay, this weekend when I finish this page, we're going to work in the Cozy Life. And we're going to do a big glitter pumpkin. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. I'm so excited. But since I just did pumpkins, I was like, I guess I'll do the mermaizing and then we'll get back into the pumpkins. Brian, thank you for the follow. Cinnamon, welcome in. I do. I got another Benny for like right before he left. I was just wondering where you was at. I actually think I had 3 because I think I already gave one away. Like I think I already did one giveaway away. Also, okay, so another thing is usually on Thursday nights we color and do our Audible, and so I was gonna move it to tonight, but I think we're just gonna skip it and start it up or continue it next week. Double or nothing. Aw. Well, I hope you have a good nap, Senna. Mel, yes. Oh, wait, Amber, were you asking if I had 2 bennies currently for double or nothing? This is my last one. Sorry, I thought you meant you didn't know I had gotten another one. I don't think I have any more. Well, I guess I need to double check. I think I know I had 2 extra, but I think I already gave one away. It's a mini Benny clip. I'll show you guys one second. Amber, give me one second. I'll check your message. Let me finish this little area right here. Oh, thank you, Maddie, for the Sunday bowl. I'll get you a sticker. One second. Yes, we're gonna do glowing seaweed. We're gonna do like this teal and green glowing. They're in this like fluorescent seaweed. Oh, yes, you can, Amber. You have permission. Danielle, thank you for the moo-moos. And Senna with the moo-moo and the Go Pops. Okay. This is the Givey. I did Mermaizing because that's the book I'm in, but because I couldn't think of a comment, but it's the mini Benny clip with the Benny sticker. So that is what is in the giveaway right now. And Amber said if she wins, then we're going to do a double or nothing and do another one. Hey, Color and Chill. Oh, let me get Maddie a sticker. Thank you for the follow. We got a moo cow for the Maddie because she loves cows. I'm going to call you Maddie Moo. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Jen P, for the wink wink. Yeah, so if y'all are just coming in, this The plan for this page is we're going to do glowing teal and green seaweed. So I wanted the background to be really dark. I'm doing it. I'm going over it a second time. I don't usually do this, but I rushed through it and it was a little patchy and I felt like I wanted a little darker as well. And if you were someone that was waiting on this book to get back in stock, it is back in stock. And this weekend, Covered by Colors will be doing deals for National Color Day this weekend. So look for that. They also have a mini book that goes along with this one that has some of the mini images that were like inspired from the book. And don't forget, my super fans, Tuesday, we're having a special Moo super fan live where you're going to see Moo merch coming out and have a giveaway on the Moo merch. You guys will be the first ones to get it, the first ones to see it. And it's going to be exclusive to super fans only. I'm not even doing a preview. So only the super fans are going to be in there. This is Vintage Navy, BV514. So if you're not a super fan and you're interested in becoming one, you can only do it during lives. And if you want more information, let me know. Our super fans kind of run the show around here. They pick a lot of the things that happen and go on and color things that get. Oh, okay. I was like, is this the sand? I was thinking this was her booty. No, this is the water and this is the sand. I'm so mad at myself. It'll be okay, but it's not going to be okay, but it's going to be okay. We're going to make it. I know. We're going to make it. We're going to fix it. I'm just like, it's just not the same. Yes, we're going to make it work. We're going to blend it out, but it's still just, it's sold out already. Stop it. Oh my goodness. I told her we were going to end up selling her out. Y'all. It's just going to be even extra hard to get this out because it's cardstock. And this is some thick cardstock too. Man, I'm sorry about that. It is such a cute book. I knew it wasn't going to last long. Franny said check her Webby this weekend. She might have it as a pre-order. Yeah, I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit because the sand's going to be pretty dark too. Like I'm going to do a dark blue sand. So it's not that big of a deal. But I do want to lighten it up just a little bit. Thankfully, I was planning on doing dark blue sand too, so I'm not too devastated by it. Okay, that should be good enough. It's going to be fine. Oh my goodness. Yes. And look, I could probably get this even clearer, Kay. All you have to do is just keep doing that technique. Like, don't overwork it too much at one time or your paper will rip. But I just do a little spot, press it in, move my paper. You want to move your paper around and press it out. And it would clear that up pretty well. But I'm going to do dark sand, so it's not too big of a deal. But for some reason, when I looked down here, I was trying to decide. I'm like, this is really low. Is it sand? And for some reason, I thought that was her badonky. And I didn't look up high enough. Haley Colors, thank you for the follow. Okay. Now. For the sand, I'm going to do... I know the colors, but I'm trying to decide. Thank you, Haley, for the love you so much. Oh, and the the Heart Me. Thank you for the Heart Me, and welcome to the Hot Mess Express fan club. Y'all get in that giveaway. We've got 50 seconds left to win a mini Benny clip. I'm kind of thinking that, well, I guess we could do the sand and just, a lot of times I try to have my pages planned out and know exactly what I'm doing. I have my colors ready. But for this one, I just jumped on here. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't have any colors ready. I did not have the technique I wanted to use ready. So we winging it tonight. Patty K, thank you for the follow. Ooh, we're about to have a winner. I'm so excited. Sage Serenity, congratulations on winning a mini Benny clip. Send me a message to verify your address so that I can get it sent out to you. Yes, that's me, Chrissy. So that way the live can just go really smooth and I could just be like, boop, boop, boop. But tonight, Tristan, thank you for the follow. Tonight. That did not happen. I think for the sand too, I think I'm struggling because I'm going to be doing this dark blue sand. So I'm trying to think, how can I translate it to how I do my other sand? So for the darker sand, I'm using cobalt blue. And you know what? I think I'm going to change. I think I'm going to do lapis and iris. I'm afraid that cobalt and lapis might look too close together. Let me look. Which I guess is fine because I want the sand to be dark. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, if you're following along, I'm going to use the lapis for my lightest shade, the cobalt blue for my medium shade, and the vintage navy for the dark shade. And try that. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I've never done blue sand before. But I want it to be very dark so that the glowy looks good, you know? So I'm going to start with my lightest shade. We're going to work over here where I have that little mess up going on. Cover up this little boo-boo. And you know what? I'm just going to color all of that All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to avoid right near the seaweed because I'm going to add a little glow color there. And I'm going to give this a chance to dry before we go back and add some dot texture. And I know like the sand and the water are going to look similar until we add the dot texture. And then I'm hoping it won't look so blended in. But even though it really won't matter because the focus is going to be on the glowing seaweed. I'm in Mississippi. I live all the way in the bottom near the Gulf. Oh, hey. It has been so hot. Today, it was 104 outside. Miserable. Miserable. Oh, cool. Hello, Boo. How are you, JR? Valerie asked why the blue sand, because I'm going to be making this glowy seaweed. And so I want it to be all like just very dark down at the bottom. That's okay. And once we give, like it's just very dark and not a lot of light, except for what's going to be coming from the seaweed. $107. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Amy, you're right. You're right. See, I was just thinking of it being dark from not having light, like you just see the darkness. But I didn't think about that. You're right. Some places do have that dark, like bluish black gray sand. Barbara, we have missed you. How are you? Do they? That is cool. I didn't know about the pink sand. I know it's going to look crazy, but I'm trusting the process. And I'm having to trust it with you guys because I've never done anything like this with blue sand. So, but I'm thinking once we get the texture on the sand and we get the acrylic on the water and the glow in the seaweed, I think it's all going to make sense, even though it looks a little crazy right now. Oh, thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. We're good. What have you been up to, Barb? Hey, Sky. I usually, if you guys are new here, I'm usually on in the evenings. I usually get on every night except for Wednesdays, unless, like I said, something comes up every once in a while, which has been a lot more lately than usual because school's going back, but I should be settled soon. I usually get on between 6 and 6:30. If I say 6 o'clock, that means anytime between 6 and 6:30. I try to be as close to 6 as possible, but in that central time. Now, I do a couple of different things during the week. So if you get on Monday, what I'm coloring is going to maybe look different than what I'm coloring on Tuesday or Friday, because I do a couple of different things. Like on Monday, we're working in Willow Lakes not beginning. You can color this magical creatures book, Magical Places. So I was kind of calling it like beginner friendly coloring, but I feel like the Willow Lake book is a little more than beginner. But I'll kind of walk you through this tutorial book, and we're coloring the magical world, and it's really cute. The super fans voted on our next thing that we're going to work on in it. And then on Tuesdays, we're doing a Dooley Bugs color along, where that one is definitely more intermediate for sure coloring. This Tuesday, though, we just finished a page in Dooley Bugs, so we're taking a week off to do a super fans only live. And then on Thursdays, we usually listen to an audible while I color. So I try to keep it different. I mean, it's all surrounding color, but what we're working on is different. That way you can come to what you enjoy. Oh, yeah, Valerie, I do too. Now, a lot of times, this is why I really like working with acrylic. A lot of times I use my acrylic and I place it strategically to cover up my mistakes when possible. But I definitely make mistakes too. I don't think you were in here earlier, but I accidentally colored something wrong, and we made a boo-boo. But we fixed it. I'm not in there. I need to. I just keep forgetting to reach out. Oh no, Valerie, anyone that's coloring is going to make mistakes. Even the best of the best is going to make mistakes. But it's just learning how to work around them when you make them. Okay, so we're going to use these darker shades to add some texture to the sand. Hey, Terry, welcome in. Thank you so much. Oops. Now, I've gotten really detailed with my sand at times, but I didn't want to get too crazy because I really want the focus to be on this seaweed. And I'm thinking about doing mermaid scales this time. I can't decide if I want to do mermaid scales or do my glitter tail. I think I might do mermaid scales. So I didn't want the sand to be too crazy busy. I'll have to kind of draw them out. Y'all, okay, if you're new here, I love and like totally into true crime, okay? Have y'all been hearing this stuff about the Idaho murders? Okay, so apparently, allegedly, I don't know how much I can talk about it on here without getting a restriction from TikTok. So I'm gonna do my best. They actually have 2 documentaries. They've got one on Hulu and one on Netflix. So if you're into that stuff, go watch it. But anyways, this is the Cliff Notes. There were these young y'all, like 20, 21-year-old college kids that went to Idaho University. On Netflix, it's called the Idaho. Hold on one second. Let me look it up. It's like a 3-part series. It's really, really short. I think it's called the Idaho Murders. Yeah. On Netflix, it's called the Idaho Murders, College Nightmare. And then on Hulu, it was an episode underneath the 2020. Yes. Yes, it is. But you know what's even crazier is, like, the reason right about the time it came out, do you know the guy that claimed he did it? He just recanted his confession. And so in the news right now, he was supposed to have his sentence hearing because he pled guilty. Well, now he's saying he didn't do it. And they tricked him into getting a confession. And so the whole conspiracy right now is, did he do it? Well, I mean, obviously he was involved. I feel like there was enough evidence. I feel like he was involved, but like, people think other people were involved. They think some of the roommates might have been involved because of like how long it took them to call 911, and like there's just a bunch of conspiracies. And so I was curious what y'all thought about it. Hold on, Amber. Sorry, I just seen that. Oh, sorry, Amber. It's the Superfans Live Tuesday. It should be still 6:00 p.m. Central Time. Yes. And so if on TikTok it's going around right now, old Nancy Grace bombshell tonight. But yeah, he's recanted his statement. He's wanting to go to trial. But here's the thing. Okay, so apparently he made a deal. You know how the deals go. He made a plea deal to not get life in prison. I mean, death sentence, sorry. Because if you don't know the story, he murdered, allegedly, 4 college kids in their dorms while they were, like, after they had partied and I guess they were asleep or whatever. He, them, okay? Right? Chris is out. And it's called the Idaho Murders. I watched all of the allegedly, yes. So anyways, he claims he did it. He admitted to it because they told him that he wouldn't have to face the death penalty. Well, now he's recanted his statement saying, "Oh, y'all tricked me and I really didn't do it." And so now he'll have to go on trial and face the death penalty if he's convicted, from what I understand. But I think it's just crazy because there is evidence to me that he did it. I am on the and I'm usually pretty good about watching something and seeing that and be like, oh no, this person did it for sure. Like blah blah blah. That, or have a strong feeling. Now I'm not saying I'm right, but I usually have a strong feeling of, okay, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because there is some sus stuff that like. I absolutely think he was involved. And is it possible he's the only one? Maybe. Yeah, I guess. But y'all, okay, if you don't know, the roommates had they had like a formal they went to, like a dance or a party or something, and then they went to the football game, and then they went out. Like they didn't get home till like late in the morning. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. They're mostly drunk, I think. And then he apparently an intruder who is a stranger to them comes into the home, schmabs 4 of them to death. But there are 2 roommates that nothing happens to them who are in the home. And they don't call 911 for 8 hours. 8 hours. Okay? 8 hours. And they were in the home and they saw him. The girl said they made eye contact. Like she saw him walking in the hall in black clothes with a hoodie, covering his head. She was scared. She knew something was wrong. She heard her friend scream. She locked the door and didn't call the cops for 8 hours. And then when she does call the cops, if you listen to the 911 tape, they act like they didn't even see the murder scene. They were like, my friend is she was drunk and she's not waking up, and like they didn't mention that anyone had passed away. They didn't mention any blood, not until the police officers get there. I'm like, something is sus, y'all. And then the cop, of course the officials are like, well, shock kind of makes people react in weird ways. And I get that too. But the situation just sounds off to me. It sounds off. And then apparently there's evidence too that one of them, there was like 3 girls and a guy that got stabbed. The guy apparently had a wad of hair in his hand that didn't belong to the guy that pled guilty. So whose is that? Whose is that? Something just ain't right to me. Now, I do believe Brian is involved. I do feel that. But I don't know, y'all. I think the roommates who does that? Y'all, when I was 22 years old, so I was about their age, okay? I lived in these really bad part of town in a duplex, and my neighbors dealt drugs, and there was I could hear them fighting and screaming through the wall. There was people in and out. It was really scary. And one time the wind blew my front door open, but I didn't know it was the wind. I thought it was an intruder from the drug house next door. And I ran to my bathroom, locked the door, crawled out the window, and called my husband. You don't just make eye contact with an intruder and then lock yourself in a bedroom for 8 hours. What in the world? Yeah, okay, so the incident happened in 2025, I believe. And the incident happened in 2025. He pled guilty. He's supposed to be sentenced next month in September. He was supposed to be sentenced next month in September. And he just now, recently, just a couple days ago, said that he wanted to take his statement back. So yeah, it's recent. It is very recent. You can go watch the documentary and tell me, am I crazy? Am I crazy? I like the Netflix one better than the 2020. The 2020 left me like not really, I don't feel like they gave enough information for me to understand the full scope of what happened that night. It wasn't until I watched the Netflix document that I was like, wait a minute, this ain't right. Something ain't right here. So apparently he asked too, like when he got arrested, did you arrest anybody else? Like, I think there was more people involved. Hey, Patricia. We're just coloring and talking about crimes. Coloring and crimes. Right. And it could be that I just have this fight and flight mode. Like, you're not about to get me. Like, I'm going to fight for my life. But I'm not locking myself in a bedroom and not calling nobody, not calling the police. She called her friends, okay? But if I really heard my friends screaming, like, he obviously, like, chased one of them. There's, like, blood all up and down the hall, on the wall. Like, there was a scene. But I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Maybe they were just so drunk. But okay, I've been really messed up before. And I still can't think of a moment where I would have, like, even in my most messed up state, and maybe I don't know because I haven't been in that situation. But even in my most messed up state, if I thought my life was in danger, I feel like I would sober up really quick. Maybe I could be wrong. Because it's hard to judge because you say you're going to do all these things, but until you're in that situation, you don't know. Which I was in a situation where I thought someone intruded my house and I got the heck out of there and called my husband because he worked right down the road. And so, like, I didn't want to call a cop immediately because I didn't know. Okay. But I got out the house. I called my husband and asked him, like, should I call the police? What should I do? Amber, don't be telling people about my crimes. The Lord forgave me for that too. Yes, Chris, exactly. Exactly. Ray, yes, I do think he's guilty. But I just wonder, like, did they cooperate with him? And my thought is maybe they asked him to come do this. And that's why they, like, let him do his thing and they made eye contact and he didn't bother them. Because here's my thing too, because he is a very smart guy. If he made eye contact with a witness, you already killed 4 of them. Why you let the other 2 go? Why did you make eye contact with this girl knowing it's a witness? You already killed 4. What's one more? It don't make sense. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Okay, I'm gonna use some Stormy Night too. B415. Right. Exactly. Like, what were you doing for that 8 hours? If you heard your friends screaming and you saw someone that you felt like was an intruder, I get shutting the door and locking it. But when you don't hear anything else anymore, you didn't go out in that 8 hours and investigate. You didn't see the scene everywhere. Like, if you've seen the crime scene photos, y'all, it was brutal. I don't know. Thank the Lord I haven't been in that situation to know. And so maybe I can't judge. And I hate to say, I hate to put someone under the microscope if they really didn't do it. And I do believe Brian is guilty 100%, but I don't think he was alone. Or I think that they set it up and allowed him to do what he did. And they sat back and let it happen purposefully. And then in that 8 hours, they're trying to plan, just go back and listen to, like, the way they interact with the police and the 911 call, talking about something happened in the house and we don't know what. What do you mean you don't know what? There's blood everywhere. Like, I don't know. My mind's blown. And I'm older, so I don't know. I better stop. That was just my thoughts. I had to ask. It's the Mermaizing by Cover by Colors. Oh, thank you, Amber. Oh, I'm in the mood to watch true crime every day, all day. I'll sit here and color for hours, watching 2020, and I love it. I'm gonna be a prosecutor one day in my next life. I'm gonna be the next Nancy Grace. Bombshell. There's a guy on here that puts on a wig and like does her voiceovers and pretends to be her, and it's hilarious. I like 48 Hours too. I know we need to do a series on here coloring in crime. I love watching like Bailey Sarian and I think you know what? I always wonder like why do I like watching this stuff? Like am I like a closet serial killer or something on the inside? Like what is wrong with me that I am just, but I think it has to do with one, I like a good mystery, so I want to know who did something. Okay, I cannot stand, don't let me watch no unsolved mysteries. Don't let me watch no unsolved mysteries because I can't handle not having it solved. Okay. Right? Oh, Amy Bradley, girl, she done jumped off that boat. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she jumped off that boat, girl. She done jumped off that boat, and she's living her best life somewhere. She was trafficked. No, I don't know. With you know who else too? Little was that little Benoit girl? Benet Ramsey, Marcus Martin. Oh wow, unsolved. Joan Benet Ramsey. I think her brother did it, and then the parents tried to cover it up so that he wouldn't get in trouble because they already lost their daughter, and they didn't want to lose him too. That's what I think. And I think they said some new DNA stuff has come out. I can't remember. I saw some kind of update about it. I think so too, Franny. I think so too. Honestly, if you really want me to tell you what I think happened to Amy, I think she met up with the wrong people on that boat and they trafficked her. Because did y'all hear about all that stuff that happened on the Disney cruise line with the children? Okay, there's definitely trafficking that goes on these ships. I think they got her nice and drugged up and drunk, got her off the ship and sold her into the trade. Because did y'all heard about the lady that supposedly saw her in the bathroom? Yeah, y'all just call me Nancy. Y'all just call me Nancy Grace the second. Okay, wait, hold on. Confused about who? I know. I just want to know. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even finish telling y'all the reason I was going down this hole was, wait, what hole was I about to go down? Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I usually have a strong opinion about somebody and what's going on. Okay. And even if it's not true, I at least like, okay, that, because I've watched enough that you know how people should be behaving. Okay. Even though people behave in different ways still. But this case right here with the Idaho people, y'all, I don't know. It is possible that he did this on his own and that they were just in shock, but it is hard to believe. If they were young children, if they were like, 13 below, 10 below, I could believe that they locked themselves in a bedroom and was scared to come out and did not come out until the cops arrived. But I'm having a really hard time believing that these adults, young adults who lived on their own, like they were responsible enough to live on their own, did not call the cops for 8 hours. I'm sorry. I think that there's more to it. I think there's more to it. But it's hard. It's hard because I don't have a strong, it's hard. It's hard. But that was my whole point in going down telling y'all, like, I have a strong feeling about certain things. And, but hold on. I must have missed something. Who are we talking about? I heard that too, but I don't know about Ramsey. Oh, yeah. Amber, hold on a second. Franny, it says she looks like someone, but I'm not going to say it on here. Who? Are you talking about Nancy Grace? Girl, look, me and you both got the ADHD. We can't keep up with no conversation. Oh, you think so, Christy? I really do think, and I know, in the documentary, they're like, oh, y'all are giving them a hard time. Like, they were in shock, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I don't think so. I really do think, like, maybe they found him online because he was online and he was in all the dark web stuff, and so I think that they found him online or met him at some point and knew like he was into this stuff, and or he put out an ad, or he was I truly think that somehow they connected with this guy and was like, hey, we got a job for you. Oh, okay. John Bonet. Okay. Yes, I agree. And then, what's even more suspicious, Christy? Instead of calling 911, she called like her friends and stuff, and then who was it too? One of the girls that died, like, was calling her ex-boyfriend a lot too. But the night that it's just, I don't know. Well, not these specific girls, but he grew up that way, kind of, because like they say he was like very odd and awkward, and he was awkward, and like he had autism, and he just was very off, and that he didn't seem to like he was just very harsh with women in the college he worked at and stuff. Yeah. And so they said that they think that was his motive, was that he just had a hatred for women. But he, like, I don't know, just the fact that there are two people that survived that made eye contact with him and just let him walk on and didn't call, or why didn't he just take them out? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, because it wasn't like, obviously the cops didn't get there for 8 hours. It wasn't like he was in a rush. Exactly, Christy. Exactly. So I don't know. It's suspicious. I guess we'll find out. Yep, since he recanted, if y'all are just joining, he just recanted he was supposed to be sentenced next month. He just recanted his guilty plea. And so it'll go to court, and I can't wait. I'm about to be watching it every day because I want to know the facts. All right, let's see what we're going to do next here. Yep. Y'all go back and listen. If you're not sure, y'all go back and listen to the interactions they have with the police when they get there, and then the interaction on the 911 call, and tell me it's not peculiar. All right, let's pick out some. I want to do some of the seaweed. Let's pick out some colors. I want to do some teals and greens. Ooh, I'm tired, y'all. That got me fired up. I am passionate about that. I was sad. I got summoned to jury duty this past week, and then they told us we didn't have to go, and I was looking forward to it. Okay, hold on. Listen to what the AI summary just said. A discussion on the Amy Lynn Bechtold case. Share your thoughts. Oh, Ooh, yes, Natalie Holloway. I think that's kind of a similar thing with um like with like Amy, like them just being out of town and she's a pretty girl, and I think she was taken like I don't think it was someone that she knew. But I could be wrong. I don't remember a whole lot from that case at this point now, honestly. I have to be a refresher. Yes, I will tell you the codes. Oh, and that's like, don't even get me started on Casey Anthony. So far, these are the codes that I use. This is what I use for the sky. I usually write them down. I'm struggling tonight. I will post them in our Discord though. I use this for the water, but I did it twice because it was a little patchy. So I did it and then I went over it. BV514. And then this was the base color for the sand, BV314. And then these were the 2 dots that I used for the sand. So I started with this lighter shade and then this darker shade. I know. You know what I just watched, Franny, was the Casey's dad, Casey's dad and mom on Hulu. They have where they did like a polygraph test. And so it just refreshed to me because I just watched that and they went through the whole thing again. And yeah, I got some strong opinions on that too. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Tough, thank you for the heart me. Let me I hadn't picked out my codes yet. Usually I have them ready to go, but I'm trying to decide on these. I guess let's look at some of the teal real quick. I think that would be kind of easier. And actually, I think I might want to use some that we used from the hair of the glowy mermaid. Let me look back here and see what I used. G43, G34, and BG. Okay, I think I'm going to use that for one of the teal, for the teals. G43. G34. G34, G34. Oh, my. BG310. Okay, and you know what I might do too is I might get out the peppermint. Let me see, G43. I might do one shade lighter. Let's see. I'm probably going to get out this peppermint too for around the outside. Okay, this is what I think I'm going to use for the seaweed. Some of it. We're going to do some green and some teal. So this will be some of our teals. So if you want to screenshot that, can you see it? Yeah. Yep. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. The Hot Mess Crime Express, allegedly. Oh, yeah. You know what else, Franny? I love watching. You know, I don't really watch a lot of this stuff now because I'm just more into like true crime versus but I loved NCIS and I loved oh shoot, SVU. The is that Law and Order SVU, I guess, the Special Victims Unit. Oh, that's okay. I will show you again. Sorry. Welcome aboard. Oh, and you know what? Really, the peppermint should be first. Sorry. Lisa, thank you for the follow. You're welcome. Now, I'm not going to do all the seaweed this color. I'm going to do some. I want to do some teals and then some more of like a lime yellow green ish. We're just winging this. But I'm going to start with that peppermint along the outside. And because I'm going to blend it with a little bit of this blue, I'm going to use the detail side to kind of get a little better friction. So I'll be using the G41 to do some of this outside glow. Oh, sorry. I'm so tired. Oh my. Let's do a poll real quick because in the back end we might have a giveaway. All right. We're going to poll. Tell me who has this book already and who doesn't. So if you have the Mermaizing book, you're going to do a smiley face. If you have not grabbed the Mermaizing book yet, we're going to do a sad face. Let me get this poll started. Happy face, you've grabbed this book already. Sad face, you have not yet. No judging, just curious. Because we might do a giveaway. All right, we have several people that don't have it yet. Boss. Christy said, I broke. I feel that. Oh, Lord. Let me get y'all back up in here so we can get back to coloring. Oops. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do the glow doing different. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. It's sponsored by Amber. Right, Christy? I feel you, girl. I feel you. My son was talking about having all this money, and I'm like, well, you better get a job. And my husband was like, well, if you have kids or a wife, you ain't never gonna have no money. And I was like, you better stop it. All right, Amber sponsored a giveaway. She's gonna give away the copy of this book, a new copy. So if you don't have it, you have a chance to win it. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and it's sponsored by Amber. So Amber, can you get yourself pinned so we can give you a follow to say thank you? Let me get it running. And look, if y'all don't mind to say thank you and all that, can y'all try and do get to 100 shares real quick? We're at 65. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, but if y'all could do that, that would be helpful. Mermaizing book. Thank you, Amber. I should put the comment as thank you, Heifer, but I'm not going to. She is so generous. Well, yeah. So, Amy, my thing that I was trying to figure out is some of these I'm going to do teal and some I'm going to do green. So I guess it really don't matter but I was trying to think like, oh, wait, I guess I need to publish this. My bad. And we made it to 100 already. Thank y'all so much. Okay, it's published. So if you don't see it, go out and come back in. So I was trying to figure out if I should just do them all in the peppermint, like the glow around, or do some green and some, I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter because once we put the chalk, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to do it all in peppermint. It's going to be fine. I'm just going to go and do all at peppermint. Oh, and you know what? There really should be no glow here. Hold on, let me fix this. Sorry, it's going to bother me. This should be all the way up to the rock. Okay, so I'm going to take my green. And this is going to be a process too. If you watch the jellyfish video or you saw me live, we're going to take this and mix it around. Then we'll color our seaweed. Then we'll do some charcoal pencil, smudge it out. And then we'll do white acrylic. So it's going to look a little funky. I'll show you real quick what the end result will be so that you trust the process. So this will be, we'll have our glow, we'll have our chalk. So this is how I want to do the seaweed, except for obviously with the different colors. The color that I'm using right now is G41. It's peppermint. I try to set them on here, but sometimes it Okay, so Amber also said that she's going to include, you'll get the Mermaizing book, and she also has a pair of these mermaid pearl earrings that she's going to add into, and when she gets a chance, she's going to send me a picture. I did see that. I did. I'm excited. I really like their book. I can't wait to see what's in the August book, the book for the August box. No, that's okay. Well, look, Mel, if you're doing did you already finish your Dalmatian yet? Because look, we're off this next Tuesday because we're doing a Super Fans Live, so you have time to catch up. And then if you weren't here for our Doodly Bugs live this past week, the next page we're going to do is the super fans voted on Peter Pan. And I'm so stinking excited. I've been stalking Katie Moon. If y'all don't follow her, give her a follow. She is like the glow queen. She's been inspiring me to do like some glow pages lately. And I want to do some objects glowy on there like her. And of course, I'm going to give her all the credit and the shout outs, but it's cute. It's going to be, oh my gosh. So not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, we're going to start Peter Pan page. Her name is Katie Moon. I don't know what her @name is, but if you just type Katie Moon, you'll see her. Her whole page is nothing but like glow pictures. You'll know when you see it. She goes live. She's been going live daily. You've got to catch one of her lives and see her do her pages. She's incredible. I know, Christy. I know. Yes, she's amazing. Hey, Colors by Hush. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, Katie Moon. Right now, we have a sponsored giving from Amber. She's giving away a copy of the Mermaizing book with a pair of pearl mermaid earrings. It'll come from her. So if you win, make sure you send her a DM to verify your address, and y'all give her a follow to say thank you. She was on vacation for a while, so we haven't been doing as many giveaways lately. She's usually my giveaway girl. She does a lot of sponsors, and then she gets me in the mood, and then I'll be giving away, and we be going to give away our whole couches and everything eventually. Christy. I was in and out some yesterday, and sometimes I'm at work, so I'll be there sometimes, but I won't have the volume on, so I see what's going on, but I can't always hear, and I'll have to message the group sometime and be like, wait, what are they talking about? Franny will have to like screen record for me and send it to me for later. Franny, Shark Week's coming up soon, isn't it? I saw like a little advert. I know you like sharks, so I assumed you watch Shark Week. Hey, Lena. Look, this seaweed, this is going to look like junk for a little bit, but just trust it. Trust it. Oh, it's been this week. Okay. I thought it was next week. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Tara, thank you for the follow. Mel. You didn't see the apple, I don't think, because the apple was straight up junk. Straight up junk. It's so funny. I'm sure like there are people that scroll in sometimes when I'm in the middle, I feel like there's so many things that is a process. So when you're in the middle of it, you're just like, ooh, but then at the end, it all comes together. So I can imagine sometimes people scroll by and just be like, ooh, but it's going to come together. Oh, that's so awesome, Franny. I love that. It's funny talking about junk. We fostered for a while and we had this kid. I loved him. I think about him all the time. He had Down syndrome, but he was very high functioning. And he one time when my husband would go out of town, like we would normally like eat out a little bit more and just not be like the healthiest. And so he had called me one time and he was I had him on speaker and my foster son said, "We've been eating straight up junk." And so now I was like, "No, I know you didn't tell on me." And hey, aloha. So now like we make a joke about it all the time. And if I ever eat out or something, I'm like, well, I had some straight up junk. Straight up junk. I've missed you. Aloha. How are you? Does it, Mel? That is awesome. Palette pages. I love that. The burger. Karen, thank you for your awesomes. Y'all get in that givey. We've got 6 minutes left. It's sponsored by Amber. She's giving away a full copy of the Mermaizing book and some pearl earrings that are mermaid. They're mermaid earrings. And y'all give her a follow to say thank you. Doreen, hey. Thank you, aloha, for the moo-moos and the go pops. And also, y'all, if y'all send a heart me, thank you. Because I have my phone in this holder, I can't see it very well. And so I use my TikTok live manager on my iPad and it will show pretty much everything except for heart me's for some reason. It will not show that someone sent a heart me. So unless I'm looking at my phone at the right moment, I miss it sometimes. So just know I am so appreciative. And if I ever miss it, I apologize. It's not on purpose. I might have to switch up markers. This one feels like it's getting low on the low side. Yeah. So, this is Live Manager. It's a little different than Live Studio. There's two different things. I like the Live Manager better. I'm more familiar with it. And basically, when you're on your phone and you go like you're going to go live, if you swipe to the right, if you have it, because not everybody has it. I think they give it to people at different points depending on your and I say that because I have it, but someone else, I was trying to explain to someone else how to find it and they didn't have it. So I don't know what TikTok's requirement is for you to have it. But when you go live, you go to click the live button. And when it pops up, if you swipe to the left, you'll see it'll say manage, live manager or whatever. And you have to send yourself this link. And it's like a personalized link to your account. And it has to be used. It's not an app. You have to use it on a desktop or an iPad, like another device. And I'll show you what it looks like. You can see everything over here. So like I can see your comments, run my giveaways. So right here, it'll show me like everything. Like it'll show me when someone sends things or someone follows me. But it won't show me heart me's for some reason. I don't understand. I don't understand why. But that way I can have my phone in my stand and still see what's going on. Now, the TikTok Studio is an app that you download, and I think anybody can use that. It's an app in the sense of like, you can't use it on your iPad though. It has to be like an actual desktop or MacBook. But I just don't like it because I don't know. I don't like it. Yep, it connects with your live. It knows when you're live. Honestly, I don't. I probably could figure it out, but I don't know offhand. And Little Mama's Crafts, you're in the United States, right? Because I know some countries aren't allowed. They don't have the option to do that. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Y'all make sure y'all get in that giveaway. Amber's giving away a full new copy of the Mermaizing book. And it is Mermaizing. And a pair of pearl earrings, like pearl mermaid earrings. They just had an update too, like all the bidding and stuff looks different. So if it's something that just recently happened, double check and make sure you did your TikTok update. And then if it could be a glitch from the update. That's crazy. They've been having a lot of issues lately since the updates. Oh, shoot. We have a winner. Let me see. Who won? KK. Congratulations. Oh, Amber, I'm so sorry. I missed your comment. She said, oh, it has to be a new copy. Yes, girl. You're so silly. Did it block you on that? I didn't see that. Sorry. Congratulations, Kay. Kay, make sure you get with Amber. Amber, if you can pin yourself real quick, get with her because it's coming from her. I'm just a host right now. So she will send that out to you. She will send that out to you. And y'all give her a follow. Say thank you. Oh, okay. It must have, Amber, because I didn't see it come by. And you know I'll be the first one to say something smart back. Y'all, I gotta, just between me and y'all, I want to go to this concert in 2 weeks so bad in Nashville, but I can't make up my mind. Part of me feels like if I don't go, I'm going to regret it, and I forgot to leave a space here. I'm going to be sad, and I need to do it because it's a band that I've loved since I was a kid, and I didn't get to go see them as a kid, and now I could see them because they're touring again. But y'all, two things. One, first of all, Barbara, how hot is it up there in Tennessee at like 6 o'clock in the evening? It's My Chemical Romance. Don't judge me. Right. Okay. You only live once. That's my thoughts, right? I'm like, if I don't go, I'm going to regret it. This is my only chance. I need to do it. But one, it's like in an outside stadium, and I don't like the heat. It's still about 90s. Dang, because it's going to be outside, but it's going to be at 6 o'clock. It's going to be in the Nissan Stadium. So it's gonna start at 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to deal with the heat, but I want to go so bad. It's My Chemical Romance. I want to go. Yes. Okay, I might could handle that. But I've been stalking them. I've been watching anytime I can find them live on here because if you're not a My Chem fan, like their shows are like performance shows. Okay, it's got a lore and it's just they're fantastic, and so I really want to go. Christy, I have seen Stained. It's My Chemical Romance. Bless it. Well, when I was younger, I did that stuff all the time with no problem, up in the pit and everything. But now that I'm older, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. And I need to make a decision really fast because it's in 2 weeks. You right. Ooh, I like Saving Abel. We have a concert that comes here. It's called CPR Fest, and it comes every year. So I have been there a couple of times and seen like different bands. And then I've seen Shinedown twice. Once at CPR Fest, and once I went to their actual concert. And I've seen Kid Rock in concert. I've seen Poison, and oh shoot, we talked about this before. I can never remember who's with them. It was a great concert, Sally. I saw him in New Orleans. Yes, Barbara. When's your next cruise, by the way? I loved Shinedown. But I just never got a chance to see My Chemical Romance because I was too young. We didn't have the money. And they're literally like, I just love, I don't know. I love all their songs. And I was like a super emo phase. Well, I guess it wasn't a phase. When they first came out. And so now that they're touring, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. I still listen to them and love them. I'm trying to drag Megan Miller with me. Megan, if you don't go, Mason said he'll go with me. Oh, November and December. Yes, we're going in November. Do it for the inner emo, the elder emos. I know. I'm usually like a YOLO person when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I think I might. I was worried that I just wouldn't like the heat, but I feel like I at least go and then Pierce the Veil is going to be their opener. So I was like, if worst case scenario, like I would love to watch Pierce the Veil too, but worst case scenario, I can just show up a little late and miss some of Pierce the Veil. But it'll probably be fine. It's just some of the medicine I take, I don't tolerate the heat very well, and so I hated that it was like an outside stadium. But I might just have to do it, and if I die, I die. I don't know. Yes, I do like Green Day. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, and Third Doors Out. Yep. All those. I'm trying to think who else I've seen in concert. When with CPR Fest, like I saw several, and I don't even remember who all because I was young. That was my first concert when I was like 16 years old. I was trying to think who all was there, and I can't think of it. I think Hinder was one. 3 Days Grace, Stained. I'm pretty sure that those were some. Yeah, you know what, Christy? Honestly, I have like a very big range of. I get in phases where I actually listen to a huge range of music, and it's funny because I'm like, if you ride with me in the car, you'd probably be like, "What the hell?" Oh, I listen to so much, and it just kind of depends on my mood. Yes, yes. All right, y'all convinced me. I think I'm gonna go. The reason I was stalling is like the heat too, but the ticket. So um people have been like buying them out and like doing resale. So some of the ticket prices is really expensive, and I want to be kind of near. Like I don't see very well. So I want to be near enough the stage. Like if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see them. Okay, I'm going to see them. So the tickets are kind of expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. If I sat like far, far, far away, it's not that bad. But I ain't sitting far away. Okay, I ain't sitting far away, honey. Yes, Barbara, that's my goal is I wanted to make it glowy. Oh, I have glasses. I have glasses, but I probably need an update. I think I need to update them. Yeah, Mel, that's what I'm thinking too. I think it'll be late enough that it'll be fine. I know. And so I actually wanted to go last year when they first started touring, and I had a chance. They were coming to Florida and I was going to go. But then I'm in college right now for my specialist degree. And one of the days that we met for college was on that day. And it was like a non negotiable, like I had to go. So I couldn't go to the concert. And I got sad because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get to go. Well, then they extended their tour and they're coming to Nashville, which is not that far from me. Like I can drive there. And so, and actually I could probably, if I really wanted to spend money, I could probably be there in like an hour on a plane, but I'm not going to do that. But anyways, so now I'm like, okay, this really is going to probably be my last chance. So I think I need to take it. I know. And then guess what? Okay, so the program I'm in is 2 years. Okay, so we have another in class meeting, but it's the week after. So I'm like, oh my god, everything is lining up. I could totally go. I could totally go. All right, when y'all don't hear from me next weekend and y'all see me live and I'm not coloring, but I'm at the concert, just know. I don't know how it is in Tennessee, Barbara, at night. Maybe you could tell me, but here like today it was 104. When you go outside, even at night when the sun is down, it's still hot. It still sucks. It's not 104, but it's still just nasty. But you know what? I think I'm going to be so excited and be having so much fun that it's not even going to matter. Did you, Mel? Yeah, girl, I was gonna milk that. I was gonna go live. And that's another, I was like, I'm about to get close because I need to see and y'all need to see. Yes. Ew. That's how it is here. Yes. A concert over coloring. I know. I love y'all. Thank y'all for understanding. Be like, Moos and Markers is canceled for the weekend. We're going to Tennessee. Road trip. It's April 5th. I mean, August 15th. August 15th. I know. And look, little mama, we it took us a long time. We used to have a lot of bad debt and everything, and we did like the Dave Ramsey thing. And so this is really the first time in my life that I've actually had um be able to do that. And so that's another reason why I'm like, I better take it because I better do it while I can. Yes, Patricia's up there and Barbara's up there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had said you had just gotten your social work degree. Congratulations. I saw that earlier and got sidetracked. Barbara. Okay. So, I just did the Illinois page on my workbooks and I was looking up deep dish pizza and I told Franny that I want to come up to Chicago for some real good deep dish pizza. I asked Mr. Moo, I was like, hey, you want to fly with me to Chicago to get deep dish pizza? And he was like, no. I'm like, fine then. Shoot. Oh no, it's okay, Christy. It's funny because I didn't understand what gardening was until a month or so ago. Someone told me they were gardening and I thought they were being literal. And then we had a whole discussion and I realized. Yes. And if I go that far, then I'm going to go to Wisconsin and give me some cheese curds too. I just want to do a whole USA road trip for the food. I want the food. Oh, does she? Yeah, someone had mentioned gardening. Well, it was Maddie, not to call her out, but she had mentioned gardening. And I was like, yeah, I don't have a green thumb. Like, I can't plant anything. Not like everything dies. And then she was like, well, it's not that kind of gardening. I have not tried chocolate gravy. No. What is that? Where do you get that from? She has a gardening group. Maddie, yes, I was just talking about you and your gardening. Allegedly, Katie Moon has a gardening channel in her Discord. We might need one of those. Stacy, yes. I didn't know either, girl. I didn't know either. Apparently, gardening is code word for doing those smoky smokes. Cocoa powder, sugar, and milk. Okay. And so, Christy, what would you use it on? Christy, I didn't know either. Not me calling Maddie out and her lurking. Oh, biscuits. Okay. All right, here's this was the earrings. If KK's still in here, this was what Amber sponsored, the Mermaizing book and the earrings. Now, she had 2 different covers on her Mermaizing book. The cover by colors, there was this cover and then the cover that I have, which looked a little different, but they're the same books, just different covers. So this was my cover. And honestly, I can't even decide which one would be my favorite because they're both cute. They're both cute. Oh, yay, you are in here. I wasn't sure if you were still in here or not. Yep, Amber got it from the Pearlism auction stuff. Oh, wow. You know what, Christy? I may have probably heard of it. It sounds a little familiar, but I didn't know what it was, and I've never had it. But I'm gonna have to try that. Oh, okay. She was the only 2 of that one you had. And see, I didn't know. I miss a lot of their lives because they go live at night, like when I'm going live. So I didn't even know there was a different cover until we did a buddy coloring. And I saw Amber show, and she's like, which one should I do? And I was like, wait a minute, there's a different cover? I didn't even know that. Ugh. Look at this little baby. He's so cute. I know. I'm sorry. It's tedious, this little glow inside, but I won't color it off camera. So wherever I stop tonight, I'll pick back up on it tomorrow. And we're gonna have a special group coloring session tomorrow for Franny B's birthday. On Saturday nights we group color. We have missed the last 2 weeks because we've all just been busy. But Franny's birthday was this week. Y'all tell her happy birthday. So we'll be group coloring tomorrow. And I'll have to get with them. I don't know what we're gonna be coloring, or I don't know what we're gonna be doing. But we'll be having a live group coloring tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. Yes, it sounds worth it, Christy. I'm going to have to give it a try and let you know how it is, how I like it. Hey B, this is the Mermaizing by Cover by Colors. I think they said it was sold out on TikTok right now. However, if you check her Webby this weekend, she may be having some for sale this weekend because it's National Coloring Weekend, or national, what is it, Franny? National Color, is it Color Book Day or Coloring Day? So she has some deals, and we suspect she's going to put some more there for that. Yeah, Mel said she bought a couple hours ago. You know, Mel, someone just went in there though and looked and said it was sold out. I don't know. Y'all can check though. Maddie is gardening. The garden club is in session. Oh, National Coloring Book Day. Okay, that sounds right. I heard her talk about it before, but I just couldn't remember if it was coloring or coloring book. Because she said that's the only day of the year that she does like really good deals. Like I think she said some of her stuff is like 50% off. Like it's really good deals. I know. Look, I'm excited. My son is such a foodie, and he like anytime he sees something interesting online, he'll be like, "Mom, can we make this?" And he'll tell me, he's like, "I need you to get this, this, and this." And so I'm excited to tell him about it. He loves to try different foods and stuff. I haven't, Amy. It might be. I'm not real sure. I was always afraid. I guess I could try it one time. It might be. But what I was worried about is, like, you have to take the time to blend it out. And if I'm doing the darker color is these bigger spaces. So I was afraid of it like drying out before you know what I mean? Like, I think it would be easier to blend, but I don't think it would be easier to get these spaces colored doing it that way. But I could be wrong. Because I would have to stop and blend it a little bit to where it wouldn't have that hard edge. I don't know. Which I know this has taken a while, and then for you guys it might be boring, but to me, like, doing like repetitive stuff like this is relaxing and I enjoy it. Not gonna lie. I could be wrong though. It wouldn't hurt to try it one time. I guess I can try it in a different book that I don't mind messing up if it messes up. Oh, okay. So Franny says it looks like the books are in stock on TikTok. It might just be, she may have checked the Webby. They have it for right-handed, so they have the spiral on the right hand, or they have them for the left hand. So they'll have the spiral on this side. So if you're left-handed, they make books with the spiral on the right side for you left-handies. Cheesecake, thank you for the follow. Cheesecake is my favorite dessert. I had my wedding cake was made with bits of cheesecake. Yes, V. I'm excited too. I've been doing glitter tails, so I'm excited to do the scales. I haven't done the scales with you guys yet. Yes, the Franny. Oh, that sounds so good. It really is. I love cheesecake so much. The music. Look, when I stop talking, I start getting sleepy, y'all. The coloring, it just puts me to sleep. It just puts me to sleep. The coloring, the music. It's the best therapy. Okay, so wait, are you talking about gardening hot chocolate? Oh, what? I didn't know they had hot chocolate from the garden. Maddie, they got hot chocolate from the garden. No, that makes sense. We're almost done, chat. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh, it's at 104 today in my car when I got out of work today. And I don't know what the real feel was like. Well, maybe my car picked up on the real feel. I don't know. That's crazy. We have a lot of humidity here, so the air is so thick when it's that hot that you feel like you can't breathe. We were under a heat advisory the last 3 days. So, like at school, our students can't go out. We can't let them out or anything like that to go play because it's like deemed too hot. I mean, I guess you could technically, but with it being that hot, when there's a heat advisory, we don't want to be responsible for something happening, I guess. So if there's a heat advisory warning, we can't go out. Like if it's over so many degrees outside. Yeah, I totally understand. That's why I was coloring fall pictures last weekend because I'm ready for the fall. Oh my goodness. And honestly, we probably have been too, but I just didn't notice because we weren't at school. Like I only really pay attention to that stuff at school because of the students. My bad. Ugh. Ready for the winter. Oh, you know what? Let me do this real quick before I forget. This needs to be done, and I need to do it before I forget. Mel. Okay, so I went into our staff bathroom, and in the cabinet, I had opened the cabinet, and in the cabinet was a pumpkin scented candle, so I got a whiff of it, and I was like, ugh, I'm ready for fall. It made me want to do the same thing. Oh man, we don't really get snow often. We did like 2 years ago. We had really bad snow. Well, bad for us. But it only happens like once a decade, literally. It hadn't snowed like that since I was like 4 years old. Oh my goodness, Mel. I hope y'all stay safe. That's so scary. Okay, I know y'all are tired of seeing this dang glow scratching everywhere. Yeah, iguana's falling. Yes. It got really cold here. It just didn't snow like last year. We got like 5 inches, and this is coming from a place that usually gets 0. Our whole bottom of the state, the whole state shut down for a couple of days. That's so crazy. The poor iguanas. Oh. We loved it though. It looked like, because I haven't been anywhere in the winter where it snows heavily. So this was the first time, like obviously it snowed like that when I was young, but I don't remember it because I was so young. I've seen pictures though. So this was my first experience with real snow. Usually it doesn't stick and it'll like just be mush really. And it looked like a Christmas card. It was so beautiful that I told Mr. Moo, I was like, I want to go somewhere for vacation with snow. Like, this is so pretty. Now, I imagine like people that live in it and for like long periods of time probably don't enjoy it. But for someone who doesn't get it often, it was so pretty. It was so pretty. So we got you. You got the heat and the snow. We just got the heat, girl. We got the heat. It was beautiful. We made snow ice cream, the snow ice cream with the condensed milk. Thanks, Quiet Nook. Now we're going to take some of these other colors and do some of our seaweed. Some of the seaweed is going to go more with the green color, and some is going to go more with this like teal type color. Yes. Well, so that's why our state shuts down, because we don't deal with it regularly. A lot of our infrastructures aren't built for that. And where we live, there's a lot of water and like a lot of bridges. So the bridges get iced over and it's just very dangerous. So everything pretty much shuts down. We have snow days. And that's another reason I'm like, bring on the snow. And then if it's considered a national emergency, like our government, state government declare it an emergency, which it usually is, we don't have to make up those days at school. I live in South Mississippi, like the very South. I'm like 25 minutes, depending on traffic, maybe a little longer, from the Gulf. Okay, I'm trying to decide how I want to do these. I think I'm going to start with my darker color in the middle of the seaweeds. I'm going to start with this BG310, the Seafoam Green. And I'm going to be skipping around a lot because I want to make it look like the lighter greens. Like I'm going to do teal, like these bright, like neon green and like a little bit darker green, kind of all weave in. Rarely. We've gotten, I'm 35 and it's only snowed like that 2 times in my whole life. Once when I was like 3 or 4, and then once last year. So every like couple decades we get a lot of snow, but it's very rare. Very rare. All right, so I'm going to start with this darkest shade kind of in the middle. I probably could do more than one at a time, but for now I'm gonna take it slow until I get my rhythm down. All right, G34. And then my lightest shade, that vintage pale green. Get y'all zoomed in a little bit. I think good. Go back in with this all right, what do y'all think? Thank you. I just got put on new ones today. They're from the nail auctions on here. Shh, 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 shh. All right, so we're gonna do like random ones here and there. Okay, we probably can work, because this is cardstock and it takes a little longer to dry. We could probably work a couple of seaweeds at a time so where it doesn't take as long. But I just want to make sure I had my how I wanted to do it down. Yes, here, I'll show you real quick. Oh, let me zoom out. Can you see him? Lori, thank you so much for the heart me. It's going to be BG310, B34, and G43. Now the glow around it is peppermint, G41. I'm wondering if I should let that line dry more to where it doesn't blend out as much. Hello, Lori. Thank you so much. I think I might do that, y'all. Let's try that. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do a line and skip and go around and give it just a little bit longer to stick on the paper. I just want to experiment with one in case I don't love it. So I'm going to give that just a second to dry. Christy, thank you for the share. Oh, and look, let me get y'all zoomed back in so y'all can see what's going on. How are you, Christy Boo? Happy Friday. I don't like that. Let's just go back to what we were doing. Hi, Z. Oh, my iPad's about to die. Let me plug it up. Hold on a second. Or I'm going to lose being able to see y'all's comments easier. Yes, BG310. And then I outline, G34. And then on the very edge of it, if you can fit it, G43. So G34 and then G43. Thank you, KK. Thank you. I wanted to do, oh, and look, I guess you know what we need to make sure is, if any of them go down into the middle, I need to do that. So, like, I don't think this one has any of that. Like, no, like that. Okay. Well, that one, but I hadn't colored that one yet. Crystal, me too. When I get off of here, it won't be long before I go to sleep. I'm so tired. I feel ya. I'm really surprised I made it this long on here. But you know what it was? We got to talking about true crime, and that got me flared up. Oh, that got me hyped for a while, and now I'm tired again. Y'all got me on my Nancy Grace soapbox. I done forgot about my tea back here. So hopefully you guys see like the idea with the sand being so dark to where the only light really is going to come from these seaweed. Okay. It's bioluminescent. Okay. Or I don't know. Yeah. Is that bioluminescent? Y'all, I don't even like this song. I don't know. And it shouldn't matter, but I really just, then I'll find myself humming to it because I'm not paying attention. I'm like, why am I listening to this song? Y'all, I have a mom win that I gotta tell y'all about. Okay, so I was in band in high school and I loved it. It really some people hate high school. It was my favorite years of my life, besides being in my 30s. And it was because of band. That's where I met my husband. We're high school sweethearts. Like, I really did not enjoy my home life growing up, and so it was like my escape, I guess. And I just loved it. I was captain of the color guard for 2 years, and it was a highlight of my time. And so my son decided he wanted to do band in middle school, and I wasn't going to force him, but I was like, oh, well, I hope you love it, because I loved it. You're right, Crystal, it's going to be fire. Thank you, Sage. So he did middle school band, right? Well, some of his friends went to high school, and they started telling him, like, oh my God, high school band is a lot, like, blah, blah, you got to do all these practices. So it got him like, oh my gosh, Mom, I'm not doing high school marching band. And I was like, well, look, I want you to just do 1 year. 1 year, and if you don't like it, you do not have to do it the next year, but you've got to experience marching. Like, don't be afraid of the practice. You're going to love it. Well, of course, band camp rolls around, and he's, oh, Mom, I can't believe you're making me do this, blah, blah, I'm not doing it next year, but whatever. Okay, well, today's his last day. Y'all, he has loved camp so much. Oh my gosh. Every day he's come home talking to me about it, telling me all the things. And then, of course, like, he's still struggling a little bit. If y'all know, he broke his leg. He had a really bad break in his tibia from skating a couple months back, and he had to have surgery, and he's going through physical therapy. So he's still not completely back to normal. So he's been having to take it a little easy. So they've been like really like catering to him and babying him, and everybody's just been so helpful. So he's been loving it. And so he came home yesterday and was like, Mom, I really love band, and I think I want to do it all the way through high school. And I was like, I told you. And I'm so excited, because I was going to be so sad. Like, I was not going to force him to do it a second year if he didn't like it. But I'm like, you're not going to know what you're missing out if you don't at least give it a chance. And so, oh, it makes my band mama heart so proud and so happy. I can't wait to see him in his uniform. And I'm just going to live through him for a couple years. Okay? Yes. That's what he told me. He's like, I think I might want to do it for the rest of high school. And I was like, yay! I'm so excited. And it's so funny because he showed us a video of them, like, they were having like a random night after practice where the drummers were drumming and all the kids were dancing. Like, you know how it goes if you're in band. And so he was showing me the video, and I told him, I was like, see, yes, we were both in band. I'll tell you that story in just a second. But I was like, that's what band is about right there, like having fun. Well, then Mr. Moo came home, and he showed him the video, and Mr. Moo said the same thing. And he's like, you know what? That's what Mom said too. Yes. So, Mr. Moo was a drummer. He was on drumline. Like, we had a total cliche. It's like cheerleader and football player together, but he was a drummer and I did the color guard. And, so we actually met in English class, but I knew he was in band. And this is the story I'll tell you real quick, if you want to hear it. I feel like it was a destiny thing for us to be together, because I always took advanced English classes, but that year they messed up my schedule, and I had English the second semester. Well, for Christmas that year, for New Year's that year, our band got to go to Miami and play in the Orange Bowl and the Orange Bowl parade and the halftime. Like, it was a big deal. So, because we had like won this contest or whatever. Well, that meant that when we came back, we missed the first day of the semester from the trip. So they mess up my schedule, and I get put in this regular English class with Mr. Moo. And because we had both missed, we had to go to the library to do like this beginning of the semester makeup test. So we were in the library doing this test, and that's when I kind of noticed him. And even though I knew he was in band, like, I just noticed him for the first time. And I was like, oh, who that? Who that over there? And he was actually, because he was a terrible student, like, not bad like behavior, but he just did not care about school. Like, he did not like schoolwork. And So we're in there. There was a couple other band kids. It wasn't just me and him. It was like me and him and like 2 other people. And me and my friend are sitting there and he's sleeping, like he's snoring. And that's what gets my attention. I look over and he's snoring and I'm like, look at this goober. Like we're supposed to be making up this test and he's snoring. And I like throw a pencil at him to wake him up. And that's when I was like, who that? Okay. So anyways, we get an English class. And I make up some stupid excuse because with him being in drumline and me being in color guard, when marching season's over, we do indoor, which is like indoor shows. So I made up, like, I knew the answer to this question, but I wrote him a little note. I still have the note to this day, actually. I saved it. True story. I wrote him a note asking him a question about indoor season that I already knew the answer to. But, and he messaged me back. Girl, he did. And now he snores and it gets on my nerves. I always threaten to kick him out the bed. But, so I asked him this question. He answered me back. And then I was like, well, I asked for his number because I was like, since we're both going to be in indoor, like if I have any questions, like, can I just message you? And he was like, yeah. And then that was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. So we started messaging and then, I pretty much, kidnapped him into dating me and, he hasn't been able to escape ever since. That was almost 20 years ago. And it's really funny because he had told me, like, before we started going out, he really wasn't interested in relationships. Like, he didn't have a girlfriend. He was just, like, focusing on school. Really, he wasn't. He says that, but no. And then working. And so I actually thought he was gay because I never saw him, like, talking to no girls. And so one of my friends, her family knew his family. So I asked her, I was like, I kind of like him. And she said the same thing. She's like, I think he's gay. Like, he don't date. And I was like, what? I was like, dang, of course he is. But then, like, we got to talking and come to find out he isn't, obviously. Well, at least I don't think so. I don't think so. And, yeah, he was like, I just really wasn't focused on relationships at the time. But, I didn't even tell y'all about the reason we met because the English class. So they messed up my schedule, y'all. And I was not supposed to be in that class. And my mom tried to get me out of it. And they're like, sorry, we don't have any more classes available. So it just so happened that I ended up in his dumb English class. No, I'm just kidding. That was mean. Yeah, he knows about that thought. He thinks it's funny. I ended up in his English class. I wasn't even supposed to be. I was supposed to be in advanced. Okay, hello. And they wouldn't let me out. So I got stuck in there with him. And that's when I noticed him. So I feel like it was like meant to be. He thought it was hilarious. He'll tell people too. Like, that's what I thought. Yup. But, yep. We've been through a lot. We've been married. This year will be 13 years married, but we've been together. We were together 6 years before we got married. Cause we met when we were in high school. And then we didn't get married till like college. So this coming February, we'll be 20 years together, y'all. I hadn't been able to get rid of him. And it's funny because I would joke with him that the only reason I stayed with him is because of out of spite for my stepdad. Because my stepdad, like me and him, obviously we dated and all the way out through high school. We met in 10th grade. So, our relationship was very serious. And my stepdad sat me down one day. I got in trouble for something I can't remember. And he was like, y'all, it's not like y'all are going to get married one day. And he was like, that don't happen. And I think even one of his exact words was something like, I bet you $1,000 y'all not even going to get married. You know how people just talk, right? And so I always joke with him and tell him like it was out of spite to prove my stepdad wrong. Yes, Crystal, it's funny because, right? I've told him that before. I'm like, where's my money? Where's my money? But it's funny too because obviously English was one of my very strong points. So it was English comp. Like, it was like, at the time we had like state tests for writing. So it was very writing heavy. And so we would get together and I would help him with his homework, and the teacher would know, like, she would know that I would help him with his papers. And one time she corrected his paper, but she put like my name on it and was like, you got this wrong, Tristan. And I was like, oh Lord. I was like, she knows. Exactly. But no, I was just so excited to hear that he enjoyed band, because I feel like, okay, whatever it's a sport or a club or whatever, like, you need to be doing a job, you need to be doing something during high school or you're gonna get in trouble, okay? And I was like, band, it keep you busy, and when you're busy, you're out of trouble. And so I was just happy to know that he enjoyed it and didn't resent me, like, making him do a semester of band. And I even told him, I was like, look, if you don't like marching band, you don't even have to do concert band. Like, after marching season, you can just change your schedule, okay? I was like, just please do one semester, because I think you'll like it. He was at first. He did try band for the last 2 years in middle school, but he does not enjoy it. This year, he's not doing it. So, which is fine. I'm like, at least one of them is. And I'll support him, whatever he wants to do. I think he's wanting to do more art, which, I mean, obviously, I'm going to support that as well. But, we got to get this registration thing figured out, or he ain't going to be doing nothing. He was kind of interested in football, but, he hasn't, like, been interested enough to, like, really want to sign up. But I was hoping maybe this year, maybe he will. Well, I think this year is past. Like, I guess it would be the next year. And he claims he isn't. He doesn't like school, so he's kind of happy that he's kind of happy he doesn't have to go. But I think deep down he is a little nervous because, he doesn't want to be like the odd person out, not being there the first day. Will y'all guys hate me if I get off? I am just about ready to go. I am tired, guys. Thank you, Marcia. I have definitely enjoyed this with you guys, and I'm sure, I know we're doing group color tomorrow. I don't know what that will look like yet, so I don't know what I'll be coloring, but I'm sure I'll try and get on before then and work on this some more with you guys. I won't work on it without y'all, and we'll work on it throughout the weekend. Because I'm excited. We're going to do the teal. Then we're going to do some like bright, like lime green ones. And it's going to be cute. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. And I appreciate all the love and support and being here. And I will post the prizes and all the information for the August color challenges. And because it'll kick off tomorrow. And look, y'all, I'm so tired. I don't even know what to say. Love y'all. Make good choices. See y'all this weekend. Bye.